What's up, YouTube? Crimson Ferret here, and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Now, last time I said that I was probably going to go back through and maybe try and get the Genji glove that I had stupidly missed in the Returner's Hideout scenario. If I didn't say that at the end of the episode, that's what I did. I actually went back through with the alternate save, realized that I had also missed a bunch of items in South Figaro and in Mount Colts, so I had to go through. Well, long story short, it took me a good while, but we are now back to where we were before with a few more items than we had. Now, here we have 3 choices as far as where to progress. We can start with Locke's scenario, which is somewhat difficult. It's not too bad. It's kind of medium length. Sabin's scenario, which is much longer than the other two. Actually, it's probably longer than the other two put together. Or we can go with Terra and Company's scenario here. That is definitely the shortest one. And the advantage of doing this one first is going to be that we will be able to free up all of their gear. Now, we could then move on to Locke's scenario second, but you can't really remove gear at the end of Locke's scenario unless you're really brave. So all the goodies that you've given Locke to get through that are going to be stuck with him, which means that you'll be kind of shorting yourself when you go to Sabin's scenario. So the order we're going to be doing this in is Terra's scenario is going to be today. We will then do Sabin's scenario tomorrow. That may actually, or not tomorrow, but next episode. That may end up having to be split into 2 episodes. I will try not to. I'd really prefer to keep it 1 episode per scenario, but if I have to, I will. And then last but not least, we will do Locke's scenario. So, without further ado, let's jump back into the Lete River with Terra, Banon, and Edgar. Fleeing the Empire's troops, Banon, Edgar, and Terra ride the rapids toward Narshe. But the going won't be easy. Hopefully no more octopuses to deal with. Octopi? Octopi. Sorry. Why is Banon in the lead? Oh well. Okay. I did throw the Genji glove on Terra. Not that there's really any need for it right now, but she's just going to be doing pretty much nothing but casting while we're in this area. It's by far the best way for her to go. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake by rocking out with the auto crossbow. Okay, we should be good. Yeah. We are actually a little bit higher level than we were with the previous save because of all the backtracking I ended up having to do. So this area should be a cinch for us. Banon, of course, is still a risk. And in this segment, if Banon dies, you do still get a game over. So definitely be aware of that. But you're not on the Lete River for too long. See? That's it. And here we are. Might as well take the chance and get a save going here. As you can see, I've replaced the other 2 files with the same file that we just started from. So at this point, it's everybody's caught up. Now, just to give you an update, Terra's using the Genji glove, which, like I said before, lets you equip a weapon in each hand. I actually picked up an extra greatsword specifically for that reason in South Figaro when I ended up having to backtrack there. And then Edgar's still using his usual stuff. I did throw the Gygas glove and the Hermes shoes on him since he is still our heaviest hitter by a long shot. And then Banon's just got, well, what he's got, I think. Yeah, there we go. We can actually look at Banon's equipment by doing this here. He's got some actually relatively late game stuff, with the exception of the silk robe there is not too far in. But the Punisher and the Magus hat you don't get until quite a lot later. But even in spite of that, he's still extraordinarily weak. And really nothing but a liability. You know what? Whatever, he's a guest. We'll just go ahead and leave him there. There is something funny that you can do if you are so inclined at this point. Apparently, I've never done it myself. I've only heard about it. But apparently, the developers never designed a sprite for Banon here. You know what? The hell with it. We're going to do it. I want to see it. They never designed a sprite for Banon for when he's riding a chocobo. So something interesting can happen when you go hop on a chocobo with Banon in the lead. That's what we're going to be heading towards. We're going to be going to the chocobo forest way down south past where Figaro Castle was. So I'll go ahead and just cut that little walk out just in case there's any random encounters in there. Back with you in a minute. And here we are. We have arrived at the chocobo forest in this area. Kind of an out-of-the-way place. I'm not really sure what kind of business this guy hopes to drum up by sticking his shop here, but whatever. Right there. There it is. Just a little bit of a warning, I guess. If you are trying to avoid spoilers, you've never played the game before, just be aware that in this brief little scene here before we hop on the chocobo, you are going to see a character that will show up later in the game, much later in the game, from what I understand. So just go ahead and look away now. I'll let you know when it's safe to look back. All right, so let's go ahead and walk in here. Nothing interesting in here other than you can talk to the chocobo. It just kind of makes a noise. That's it. And let's go ahead and... No, I don't want to know how to ride a chocobo. You're going to tell me anyways, aren't you? Chocobo ride, 100 gil. How about it? Yes, let's do that. Aha! Okay, that's interesting. You can look back now. So, as you can see, you kind of have a mishmash of kind of a squashed version of Banon's sprite. Because, like I said, the developers never actually put a full chocobo riding sprite in here for Banon. It's actually... Looks like, okay, it's his walking animation with the head cut off. You can just see the beard there up by the chocobo's head and his arms. So, there you go. Just one of the, well, relatively common glitches in this game. There are quite a few. I may address some other ones as I get to them. Some of them can be quite dangerous, but although I believe the most devastating ones have been addressed in the patch that I'm using. So there we are. All right, let's head into Narshe. Maybe we'll have a little bit more luck getting in this time. I mean, Banon's kind of a respectable-looking fella, isn't he? Hey, lady, didn't you just bust in here wearing Magitech armor? Wait a sec. Get out of here. If you don't... Wow. Hold on. I'm King Edgar of Figaro. Liar! And Terra's like, nope, I see where this is going. Ay, ay, ay. That kind of attitude is deadly. He won't even listen. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Oh, it's okay, Terra. You couldn't help it. Well, I guess we're going to have to find another way in. Now, if you haven't gone through the tutorial room here... you can still come in here and, you know, do stuff. Let's go ahead and heal up. Might as well. This is a school for the adventurous beginner. Here we answer... Oh, we already went through that. I believe at some point these guys will actually kick you out because you are no longer a beginner, unless I'm thinking of a different Final Fantasy. Yeah, I believe I am thinking of a different Final Fantasy. Never mind, strike that. Alright, so we need to find an alternate way in, and the only one I know of, and you should too if you are remembering our first episode, should be this wall right here. When Locke first helped me, he fiddled with something right around here. Knowing him, there's probably some secret switch in this rock wall. Wait, so are we to assume Locke made this? Wow. Man, Locke, I don't think I give you enough credit. So this should be nothing new to us, although we didn't have any random encounters last time we were here. Nothing special, though. These guys are just the typical low-level chumps in this area. Oh, thought I was going to take a wrench there. Nothing to worry about. And up we go. Ah. Stupid random encounters. Alright, now, I don't think you can get any random encounters here. No, you can't. Can't go any further this way. So I guess we're going to have to just press on upwards. And if you recall... Nope, never mind, that's not it. I thought that was where Terra crossed over, but we're coming at it from the other side. Alright, now there should be new enemies that are actually appropriately leveled in this area, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, if I encounter any duplicate random encounters, I'll just go ahead and cut those out. You don't need to see all that crap. But the first time I encounter a set group, I will make sure to show it to you. Don't want you to miss out on anything. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Wild Rat and Valiors. Basically just upgraded versions of the dudes we've been fighting right along. Let's go ahead and noise blaster these suckers. Yeah, throw a little fire out there. Why not? And Banon, you just, you know, defend. Don't really need you. And open up with an auto crossbow. Oh, wow. Those guys are really weak to fire. Holy crap. And this auto crossbow will hopefully, yep, finish them off. That Gygus glove doing work. I should probably show off Terra's attack at some point just so you can see the Genji glove in action. At this point in the game, it's not, you know, the best thing ever, but it's definitely useful. Noise blaster these guys. Fun fact about these side attacks, if you attack the enemy that's facing away from that character, you actually do extra damage, apparently. I've never noticed that before. I just kind of found out in going through the walkthrough. There's the Genji glove in action. You can see that she just swings each weapon. So now we can go ahead and finish these guys off. No big deal. I think we probably would. Yeah, actually, if you saw right there, we did 200 and something damage to the dude that was facing Edgar, 445 to the guy that was facing away. So it's, I'm guessing it's around double damage to whoever's facing away from you. That's pretty substantial. Moving inward. Ah, okay. Now this is a little bit of a puzzle. Gotta pay attention here. Bing. Goodness. What's that? I think this is a security checkpoint. If we follow the light exactly, we'll probably be okay. If we make a mistake, the light will surround us. To proceed safely, we must tag the glimmering red light. What he's saying there is, well, actually, I'm going to end up demonstrating it because I want to get the encounter you can get here. So if we stray from the path, we get surrounded. Now, we have to tag the yellow one to safely proceed, or we can accidentally tag the wrong one. Okay, Dark Side is the one I actually wanted to encounter here. This is the only place in the game where you can fight these guys. Now, I don't actually know what they're weak against, but we're about to find out. Yeah, we do want to encounter them when we're going through here because of reasons that we will get to later. But for right now, you definitely just make sure you at least fight them once. That way you have seen them. There is one other enemy that we can... oh, that's nice. There is one other enemy that we can end up fighting here. It's a small chance. It's like a 25% chance of getting the encounter, and there's no real benefit to it, so unless I accidentally, this time, screw up, I'm not going to be trying to show that. Okay. Take it nice and easy. This way. Over here. Up. Over. Down. Over. Down. Over here. Up. Through here. And we're good. Alright, moving on. Apparently in the Japanese edition of the game, well, the Japanese translation, so I assume... No, actually, it's not even in the GBA release. In the Japanese dialogue, they apparently indicate that that security checkpoint is set up as a testing ground for Narshe guards. So, just kind of an interesting little bit of background here. And now, if you're paying careful attention, oh. Silly were-rats think they're a threat. Right, so if you're paying careful attention, you will notice that this is where Terra fell down the hole that has magically disappeared. Up in the upper right-hand corner there, back when we were being chased by the Narshe guards. So, we could, if we wanted to, continue back down to the right and go to those treasure chests that we skipped over last time, but the contents still haven't changed, so we're going to go ahead and leave, the one chest that we left sitting there until later. So let's go ahead and head in here. And you'll see it drops us right here. So, considering the guards were right by that stairway when they chased us to that hole, how the hell did they not get here before Locke? I guess the intention is that the events that we saw with Locke talking to the old man were happening simultaneously to Terra's brush with the guards and gravity. But now we can actually see what's up through here. And it looks like, yep, this is where the Moogles live. Now we can talk to all these wandering around ones over here. All they say is Cupo, and I think that might be it. Some of them might say something different, but none of them apparently speak English. So if we want to get some actual dialogue here, let's talk to... not that one. Maybe none of them do actually say anything. I thought you could run into one that actually speaks English in here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Yep, does not appear that way. Now, can we go over here? I don't think so. Okay, let's just walk through. Yeah, okay, here we go. Down? No. Oh, there's a Moogle in my way. Get out of the way. Move. Move, you fuzzy bottom. Come on. Jesus. Now, this chest right here, it's got a nifty weapon called the Rune Blade in it. We could grab it now. It is actually pretty good. It's not great at this stage of the game because of the unique ability it has. What it does is it will score a critical hit every single attack with it, but to do that, it drains 12 to 18 MP per swing. So it's only going to be useful to Terra at this point. But if we leave this box unopened, when we come back here later, much later in the game, it will be a ribbon, which is far more valuable. So we'll go ahead and just leave that sitting there. Eventually we can buy, I believe, rune blades. Ribbons are far rarer, so we'll just leave that alone. And move on our merry way. Now, let's see. Where are we? Ah, okay. Yeah, this is actually where the treasure chests are. So that just kind of led us around. There was actually no reason to go in there, as it turns out. Oh well. And, sure, let's hit up the save point. Why not? You know what, never mind. We don't need to do that shit. This scenario is almost over, so... we can go ahead and just skip past that save point. And here we are. Right back where things started. Now at this point, pretty much immediately after entering this this house here, which is the old man's house, the scenario is going to end. So we're going to go ahead and take all of the stuff off of our party members here, since they won't be needing it for a little bit. Oh, that's right. It auto-optimizes. That was silly. Relic. It will automatically optimize when you equip the Gygas glove because it changes what gear you can equip. So just be aware of that. And also be aware that sometimes the game's optimized feature will choose the wrong weapon as your most powerful choice, or the wrong armor and whatnot, because it doesn't take into account things like magic defense and whatnot. It's just going to choose the biggest number as far as defense and attack power, which isn't always what you want. So anyways, let's see what we've got going on in Narshe. Maybe get a little information. And now we know that the old man is Arvis, Banon, King Edgar, and Terra. Arvis, how do things stand here in Narshe? Same as always. The town's neutral. I've tried to get the people to side with the returners, but it's no use. Of course, maybe with you and the King of Figaro here. Yeah, it didn't seem to go over very well when we tried to get in, but we can try, I guess. How are the townspeople doing? After seeing the Esper in the coal mine, everyone's become uneasy. Creepy stare much? We believe this young woman is our only hope of reaching out to that Esper. The townspeople are really curious about the Esper as well. Maybe Terra can help restore some order to our town. Yeah, I'm sure they'll be big fans of her. You know, after seeing her rampage through here in Magitech armor. I'm sure they're just dying to come out for a meet and greet. That Esper is either going to save us or dig us an early grave. And that is the end of Terra and Company's scenario. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it today just because I really don't want this to run too terribly long. So, short episode. Sorry about that, guys. I will try and get something else out Sunday. Well, today being Friday, the 17th. So, hopefully on the 19th, I'll be able to get out another episode for you. Wait. Nope, I just realized that you're going to be watching this. You know what? Forget what I just said. I'm going to try to get out another episode the day after tomorrow. Whatever that happens to be for you if you're watching this the day it goes up. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments whether you like the shorter format or the longer format. I'm going to try and stay away from the extra long videos going forward because an hour-long video is just, it's pretty ridiculous. It takes a hell of a lot of time to edit. So, anyways, just let me know in the comments. What do you like? And do you want me to keep cutting out the random encounters? What do you think? Do you want to just see everything, or how do you want to watch your videos here? Because I'm making these for you as much as I am for me. So hopefully you're enjoying them. Yep, that's about all I got to cover. So later, guys.